Welcome to ZM Facts. Today we are going to discuss 15 interesting facts about Switzerland. Have you had Switzerland on your bucket list for a while? Do you want to know interesting facts about Switzerland to make you more excited to visit this unique country? Have a look at these 15 facts about Switzerland that will have you booking your trip to this alpine country in no time. Fact number 1. Switzerland was neutral in World Wars I and World War II. This is a well-known Swiss fact. It is a neutral country in many respects. Not only did Switzerland participate in World War I and II, but even now, when it comes to factions and political struggles, Switzerland likes to stay aloof and not depend on a particular faction. You might think it's laudable because it means it promotes peace rather than conflict, or you might think it's absurd because a powerful country like Switzerland can have a huge influence on world affairs. That's what the Swiss like to do anyway. Fact number 2. There are more banks than dentists in Switzerland. Another well-known fact of Switzerland is that wealthy people who want to hide their money from the tax authorities, their spouses or others choose Swiss banks to do so. In fact, when your money is safely kept in a Swiss bank, you can be sure that they will never reveal this information to anyone who comes to ask for it. Switzerland has more banks than dentists, which is an interesting fact. Even the vaults of Swiss banks are protected by bulletproof glass. Fact number 3. The world's largest nuclear bunker, Lausanne. Switzerland is well prepared for any kind of nuclear disaster, as it can house the entire population in a nuclear bunker if necessary. The world's largest nuclear shelter, the Sonnenberg Tunnel, with a permanent capacity of 20,000 people, is located in Switzerland. The best place in the world to set up in the next great conflict seems to be Switzerland. Fact number 4. Highest minimum wage in the world. Geneva, although not generally considered the capital of Switzerland, is home to many wealthy people. However, it also hosts many minimum wage workers such as hoteliers, waiters, cleaners, hairdressers, and others. Therefore, at the end of 2020, Geneva introduced a new hourly rate of 23 Swiss francs. In case you're wondering, that equates to £19, $25 or 22 euros. This will give a monthly salary of at least 4,000 francs. This is to ensure that workers can still live in Switzerland without making every effort. The United States and other countries can learn from this mission. Fact number 5. Do you want to become a Swiss citizen? If you really thought Switzerland was a good place to live, this is the place. Switzerland has been voted the best place to give birth by the latest Quality of Life Index. No wonder why. But if you want to become a Swiss citizen, you must have lived in the country for at least 12 years before you can apply. So think about it the next time you want to move to another country. Fact number 6. Luxury watches by a Swiss watchmaker. Are you a fan of luxury watches? Maybe you already have one or two, or just want to admire them from afar. After all, half of the luxury watch brands like Tissot, Tag Heuer, Rolex, Patek, Philippe and Longians are Swiss. Congratulations to the Swiss watchmakers who have made watchmaking an art form that people have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for. Rolex invented the first water-resistant watch in Switzerland in 1927. Fabulous. Fact number 7. One of 2 countries in the world with a square flags. Who would have thought that a square flag would be acceptable? Well, the Swiss did. The only country with a square flag is Vatican City. The Swiss flag looks like this, a square red square with a white cross inside. Fact number 8. Switzerland is an entirely landlocked country. You might think that the Swiss countryside, with its many pristine lakes, fields, rolling villages, and the high peaks of the Swiss Alps, looks like an idyllic landscape. You are right. Amazing Matterhorn view, this beautiful country lacks only one thing: the sea. Switzerland is a landlocked country, which means it has no access to the coast. It is surrounded by 5 countries: France, Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, and Italy. Fact number 9. High gun ownership, low murders. Another thing the world can learn from Switzerland is the peaceful nature of its citizens, even though nearly half the population owns firearms for safety and defense. The homicide rate is ridiculously low. Switzerland has only 0.5 murders per 100,000 people, compared to 5 murders per 100,000 people in the United States. Fact number 10. Compulsory military service. Interestingly, Switzerland is one of the last European countries that still has compulsory military service in its system. Any male Swiss citizen over the age of 18 must serve in the Swiss Army. Regular refresher courses continue until the age of 44, and Swiss citizens can volunteer to join the army if they wish. Fact number 11. Switzerland has strict animal ownership laws. To prevent cruelty to animals, Switzerland has strict animal ownership laws, including mating laws. This law states that you cannot have a single social animal, such as a guinea pig, a mouse, or a fish, because it feels very lonely and sad. In addition, animals may be represented by lawyers in cases of mistreatment or other cruelty. Fact number 12. The Hadron Collider near Geneva. Have you heard of the Hadron Collider? It is the largest and most powerful particle accelerator collider in the world, built by CERN between 1998 and 2008. More than 10,000 scientists from more than 100 countries and hundreds of universities have collaborated to create a particle physics laboratory. It is located in a 27 kilometers long tunnel near Geneva. How wonderful! Fact number 13. The 4 official languages of Switzerland. If you think learning a language is hard enough, think about the poor Swiss citizens who have to respect the 4 official languages: French, Romansh, German, and Italian. But at least if you want to mingle with the locals, there are plenty of options to choose from. Fact number 14. Don't forget the Swiss Army knife. Another great invention of the Swiss Karl Elster is the Swiss Army knife, known as the smallest toolbox in the world. You don't want to go camping or go out in nature without people. There are 4 different models, and they can have a barometer, altimeter, or even a USB. Fact number 15. The Swiss love cheese and chocolate. We offer the best to last: Swiss cheese and chocolates. What would the world be like without them? Switzerland not only produces a large amount of Swiss chocolate, but also exports it abroad in large quantities, reaching 122,000 tons in 2018. The Swiss also love their cheese, and enjoying fondue is one of his favorite hobbies. So while Switzerland is a great country to live in for a number of reasons, its obsession with cheese and chocolate should be the number 1 reason why everyone should consider moving to Switzerland as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and press bell notification for future videos.